Hey everyone, welcome to this daily Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for Monday, May 20th, 2019, and this will also be a weekly recap of the week coming up for May 20th. All right, so let's go and take a look here for the day. We do have the moon in Ophiuchus, so great day for accessing the deeper side to life and of ourself, essentially accepting all of the deeper aspects of the human experience, which through that acceptance we do heal, we transform, and we empower ourselves. So really good day for this deep diving, and we'll likely notice some transformations going into tomorrow, which will be the post-transformative time. So with this, no major aspects going exact today, but the moon will be passing over Jupiter in Ophiuchus, so there could be some insights or wisdom about some of these deeper matters. And there's also a square up to Neptune, so good to challenge ourselves towards incorporating a more receptive approach to life. What can we do to accept things, be more present, maybe get some rest, incorporate more peace? Things like this can be great. And then going into tomorrow, Mercury is going to pass over the sun. We may feel this today. This can sometimes be a little bit of a fiery mind, maybe busy energy, maybe short circuit sometimes with the mind. So good to bring some extra tension to the mind and also to communication, which can be fantastic. All right, so let's take a look at all of this here in more detail when we return. All right, so here's the sky for this Monday, May 20th, 2019. And again, we are using the actual size of the constellations, as you can see here. For example, Ophiuchus is a constellation, or sign rather, that's not normally used, even though it does pass through the ecliptic. So the signs are different in the system. If you are new, definitely check out the link down below for more information. All right, so let's take a look here. Today, we just had the full moon. That's probably the most important part of the day, really, is still coming off of that full moon energy. That was in Libra on Saturday, which has a lot to do with incorporating more balance into our life. And this is in our personal life, more balance, but also in our relationships, in our interpersonal life, bringing in more fairness, mutuality, reciprocity. Things like this, still really good to incorporate with the full moon. And if there was any insights or shifts and changes that happened over the weekend, or maybe still are happening, it's just a great day to continue to implement whatever these shifts and changes are, whatever these insights might be that we still do have during this very heightened part of the lunar month. But today, specifically, Ophiuchus is about accepting the deeper dimensions of life and of ourself. It's essentially what you might know of as shadow work, which is accepting the unconscious sort of things that we've brushed under the rug personally in the past that now may surface for that acceptance. And as we accept these deeper aspects of ourself and of life, which can also be sometimes projected off from others, accepting this stuff really does lead to the healing, leads to the transformation, and leads to the empowerment that Ophiuchus really helps us cultivate. So really good day for this stuff and anything else that does involve any deep diving. Now, with that being said, no major aspects going exact today, but the moon will be passing over Jupiter, who's been transiting through Ophiuchus and is currently retrograde. So with this, there could be some wisdom coming in today, in fact, maybe even some insights on a more expansive level with some of this deeper stuff, and just feeling maybe a bit buoyant, opportunistic. There might even be some opportunities, but again, specifically for the healing work, right? So great to do this, open-mindedness, expanding our beliefs, our perspectives of what it means to really connect to the depths of life. Really, really good way of working with this conjunction with Jupiter. And Jupiter has been squaring up to Neptune this year. So with that being said, the square to Neptune is always a reminder that it's good to accept just really accept the present moment. Accept what is in the now, incorporating more peace into our life, more of that receptive flow. Anything we can do to challenge ourselves towards that can be great with the full moon. It won't be, or with the day rather, it won't be anything major with this, but it is just a nice way of working with that more receptive energy that we can incorporate in conscious and healthy ways. All right, so that's the day in a nutshell. As we get into tomorrow, we'll feel it mostly tomorrow, but Mercury is going to pass over the sun in Taurus. And so there is this bit of fiery energy. Sometimes, this is considered combust energy, for example, with like Vedic astrologers. So this is where Mercury is not visible in the sky, and he's essentially behind the sun. So what's dominating here is the fire energy of the sun. And so when it does come to things like communication and how we're thinking about things, it can sometimes be a bit of a fiery mind, maybe quite expressive sometimes, or the other way around, just kind of a short circuit, not being able to think as clearly, or maybe things are just very busy, right? Kind of cluttered. So whatever it is though, however you're experiencing this, it's just a really good day to bring extra attention to Mercury matters. So this is extra attention to the mind, observing the mind, how we're thinking about things, what our perspective, and then also on communication, just making sure that we have healthy ways of communicating. In fact, if there is anything here today, you can channel into like journaling or writing or self-expression in a way that, again, helps us be more conscious of our mind. Really good way of working with this combust Mercury type of energy. Easiest way of thinking about it is that essentially Mercury is not the dominant energy here, the sun is. And so we want to bring extra attention to Mercury things, which is the mind and the communication. And when we do that, we notice a bit of flow, a little bit more balance with those matters. All right, so again, we'll feel that mostly tomorrow, but we may start to feel that as the day unfolds. All right, so that's the day in a nutshell. Let's do a quick weekly recap because we haven't looked at the placements in a while. Again, that conjunction with Mercury and the sun is in Taurus. So with this, it's still a great time to be focused on our self-reliance right now, incorporating a bit of that resourcefulness, enjoying the simple life, good meals, nature, beautiful things, right? These kinds of things that really help us connect to the earthy, grounded stuff, really, really good at this time. Now, Venus is in Aries, who's recently passed over Uranus. So when it comes to our enjoyments and our connections, we can actually be quite assertive. So great time to be enjoying assertiveness, directness, even in our relationships, a bit of fiery energy. Really good there with Venus in Aries. Now, Mars, the ruler of Aries, is in Gemini. So when we are asserting ourselves or taking action, likely right now it's through communication. It can be likely quite direct with our communication at this time. When we are going about our desires and things we want in life, it may deal with needing to work on communication, or perhaps a bit of understanding, exchanging with others, getting into that real practical energy of Gemini. And all in all, just really good to be flexible, adaptive, learning, be a lot of stuff to learn, again, when taking action with Mars. All right, everyone, so that's the weekly recap. And the most important thing here today is that moon in Ophiuchus, passing over Jupiter. Great day for accepting the deeper aspects of life and of self, which leads to transformation. And we'll notice that transformation, especially going into tomorrow, once the moon passes over the galactic center, heads into Sagittarius, which is more of that fiery, expansive energy. All right, so everyone have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time for the next video. Take care.